Hello everyone, my name is Arjun Raghunandanan. I'm mainly an independent researcher and developer, and I'm also a student pursuing my BS with IIT Madras through their online bachelor's degree program. I'm really excited to talk to you about my Capstone vision submission today, which I'm calling Empowering India's AI Future, a dual approach for addressing cooperative AI in India. My work primarily looks at South Asia, with a special focus on India. This approach aims to foster a responsible, cooperative, and democratically aligned AI ecosystem in India. I just want to mention beforehand that I'm channeling my efforts into two main areas. First, to make cooperative artificial intelligence knowledge accessible and inclusive for our South Asian audience, and second, to explore how we can build a foundation for this responsible AI ecosystem. So this presentation of mine will be a merged discussion, and I'll try to go through both of them together within the allotted time. As India's AI scene grows incredibly fast, we're facing some key interconnected challenges. Firstly, there's a significant cooperative AI knowledge gap. Many advanced cooperative artificial intelligence concepts, in my opinion, is not really reaching a lot of our professionals. Our country's linguistic diversity and the fact that most technical discussions happen in English also limit this access. Secondly, there's what I see as an AI governance gap. Ensuring that AI reflects the values of millions or billions of people is a difficult task. Right now, there isn't enough public participation when it comes to setting the norms for AI. Apart from the reactive responsibility of taking accountability after something bad happens, we should be focusing on proactive methods to build systems that are safeguarded to ensure something bad doesn't happen in the first place. This is why I proceeded to work on making two separate pitches. First, to empower our tech builders with actionable cooperative AI knowledge. This is the focus of my communication track. And second is actually a research pitch to explore democratic digital polling methods and human-centric AI governance pathways, which is the core of my research track. Addressing these gaps is crucial for India to responsibly harness AI for inclusive growth and to establish global leadership in this space. So, as I said, my pitch involves two projects from two separate tracks. The communication project aims to translate cooperative artificial intelligence concepts into engaging content specifically for people interested in AI/ML, and also soon after, for a wider audience who may not be interested in AI/ML, but will have their domains impacted by AI. I was mainly planning to use platforms like LinkedIn, Medium, and YouTube for articles, blogs, videos, and audio series. Some other efforts I wanted to pursue include developing customized, more polished versions of cooperative AI curriculum that resembles training courses like the ones we see on massive online course platforms like Coursera or Udemy, which are more well-structured with slides, videos, transcriptions, handouts, glossaries, and other enriching contents usually seen in popular training curriculums. A key part of this is developing multiple customized cooperative artificial intelligence curriculum that's targeted and catered towards specific audiences, whether they're in school, college, business, government, or any other field. And the second one, the research project, focuses on developing a blueprint for a people's consensus platform with the goal of democratizing AI. This involves exploring different digital consensus mechanisms, ensuring methods to implement fair representation, and looking into the future integration with India's digital public infrastructure to increase accessibility. While DPI integration would be a future vision, the research itself aims to focus on implementing what I would consider as a core system design of what a people's consensus forum should contain, how it should function, and what polling mechanisms and consensus presentation strategies be implemented. And why India, you might ask? India is seeing massive growth in AI adoption, which makes the need for cooperative artificial intelligence principles really urgent. We are seeing a lot of efforts in tech, global capability centers, infrastructures, semiconductor manufacturing deals, etc., trying to ensure India stays ahead in this AI race. But in this race, we should not forget to make AI cooperative. India's democratic ethos and our rich linguistic and cultural diversity make the idea of participatory AI governance, like that mentioned in the concept in my pitch, particularly relevant. I believe this could even become a model for other Asian nations. The societal impact of these efforts could be quite significant and mostly positive, in my opinion. Effective communications will amplify cooperative artificial intelligence knowledge and, I hope, spark research interest among future generations. To ensure accuracy and clarity in this communication effort, grounding all content in established research, seeking expert review, using contextual examples from India, and iterating based on audience feedback are all critical parts that must be considered. On the research side, having a democratic polling framework can lead to a more informed, voiceful community and helps align AI governance and norms with public values. This directly supports our national AI for all vision and aims to contribute to the Viksit Bharat 2047 dream by fostering secure AI solutions that truly reflect the values of our population. In the early phase of developing the blueprint, such as studying different polling strategies, it's essential to frame the research as an exploration of what's possible. Highlighting the potential benefits, like increased public trust and buy-in, is important, and the focus needs to be on the technical and socio-technical design aspects. There are, of course, risks to consider for such a platform, including potential political infeasibility, resistance to participatory models, and privacy concerns, all of which the blueprint research would have to address. Ideally, my pitch is trying to develop something that would be an intersection of a prompt library-like platform to publish norms, suggestions, and questions, where people will get an opportunity to rate different norms, rate and scrutinize specific parts of a norm by using systematic questionnaires, rating methods, or other strategies. Some of my earlier visions for this project was mainly inspired from different prompt-sharing platforms, where people share prompts they created so others can use it. And I wanted to explore how such a platform, with an addition of consensus gathering, would allow for democratized norms selection and maintenance with some credibility to its people's approval nature. Using norms that are scrutinized and evaluated in public, and using the best maintained one looks like the best method that a cooperative framework should follow, instead of relying on single prompt instructions that no one has a say in. And to conclude, I believe my two pitches provide a path to India's AI future. India truly stands at a pivotal moment to lead in human-centric AI. I envision an AI-empowered India where diverse voices, amplified by technology like Bhashini for translation, catering different Indic languages, and other digital public infrastructure tools, actively shape ethical AI. This can help make India a global example in safe, democratic, and cooperative AI. With this, I would like to wind up my presentation and open up for any questions you may have. Thank you for this opportunity.